So let's just right off the cuff. Let me just get a census of the room. I guess we talk very candidly, be very honest. So why do you think people have issues giving to church work? Why do you guys think people have issues giving to funding church?
A lot of them have false ideas.
Like what?
The funding of the church. Well, a lot of people think that the preacher gets money. Or if you think the preacher, somebody else gets money. So they think they don't really look at it as they are giving it to the Lord. They look at it like they're giving it to people in the church. That's what I think.
Okay. Y'all agree with that?
That's part of it, I think.
There's a big part of it.
So what? To a certain extent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why, as Deke said, so something had to happen. Where do we get that from? I guess.
Folk talk.
Yeah, like where did that come from? We in Philippians 4:19. Y'all came on the right night. I'm gonna take a seed off of that night. I'm gonna seal this word tonight. See, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I'll do that. From folk talking. So glad tonight coming to Birmingham, June 19th. I'm going. And I'm gonna pay, and I'm sitting pretty close to the front.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty close to the front.
Go to the front.
Tickets at that, I looked at them today, I gotta get 3 tickets. The tickets that I want and the area that I want to sit in and the people that's going with me, probably gonna be the second row in the middle. The tickets start at $150.
Woo!
Glad tonight. Oh, she worked there. I promised the Lord she worked. Because all I want to hear is Midnight's Rain. She sang that, I'm going to pass. I'm going to kick it out right now. Hey, well, I say that, but hold on. Those tickets are the second row.
Yeah.
I'm making a point. Those tickets are second row. I think they range from like 150, and I think the highest one I saw was like 185 in the first maybe 10 rows. And that's at the stage. Then it drops off and it goes out like the 80. Then I think the lowest I saw was like $34. All right. So I'm making a point. So I ain't gonna ask Gladys what you doing with this money. I ain't gonna ask promoter because in actuality, the $150 or the $180 Gladys ain't getting all of it. Some other folks getting a piece of it. But see, we don't have a problem with that. But when it comes to giving to the church and giving to ministry, then we want to analyze every penny. So where do we get that from? Where did that come from? Now, before I go further, I will be the first to admit, and I'm a pastor, and I'm a preacher, and I advocate for good preachers. But now there are some preachers that sign checks, that bank money, that write what they want. Now I know something like that. Now, I'm not that dude because I want to talk that way. That's really not biblical. And aside from the Bible, when you talk about laws and ethics, it's not ethical. All right? But some of them do it. Now, my thought process is if that is going on, and the people know it, who the fool?
Yeah.
Huh? You see what I'm saying? Who the fool if you giving your 10th, if you giving your offering, and you know that one person is seeing over all the finances, and they just write what they want to write. Who fault is that? People only gonna let you do. People only gonna do what you allow them to do to you. All right. So I ain't that dude. So our church, even though I'm the founder pastor of this church, our church is not set up like that, because if something happens to me, we have put something in place that is still gonna roll on, and it's gonna continue to roll on, and that's why I have a board of directors. All right. So I don't bank no money. I don't touch no money. I don't sign no checks. I don't even have access to it. All right, because that ain't my job. Now, when we talk about money, we in Philippians 4:19, and we just in the introduction could you get ready to get your seed offering out and write it out to cash, because at the end of this, God gonna bless you. So Deep brought up a valid point, because some of y'all went in here, and I want Deep to bring his point back up of why people don't give per se. DJ said they make excuses of what they've heard. Deep said that they do what, Deep?
I said that they think that the pastor is getting all the money, or they think the people on the board, they don't really see that they're giving it to the Lord and not to the people of the church, to the members, whatever. But that's what a lot of people think. And I think it really goes back to maybe in the early years, well, a lot of people were getting money. And I think, and the only way that they would know that is the members or the board or whatever you have would say it, would put it out there. That's the only way they know it. So you gotta look at the board or the members for doing it, because they put it out.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So that hurt a lot,
You agree with that, you mean?
I totally agree with that, because when you got making money for people that not deal, and you really get out there,
Yeah.
something like that.
I have heard that.
Yeah, go ahead.
And but when you give from the heart.
Yeah.
And I give, when I give, it's not what the people do with it, because I'm giving it to the Lord. I'm putting it in that bag, and I'm through with it.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm not gonna let my mind go out there, and because once you open your mind up to that, all sorts of things will come through about what's happening with the money. So that should not affect the giver. If you're giving, because then you're giving in vain. So you should give with a clear heart what you're gonna give the Lord. If someone is going in the basket getting it out, that's not on me. I did what I was supposed to do.
That's true. That's true. But you have to be a real mature saint.
Yeah, let's see, and then another thing.
And I think we deal with a whole lot of immaturity.
It's just one thing, is this. People don't come to learn. And if they don't learn about it, then
Well, I think that's one reason why I want to talk about this tonight, because there is a misnomer of how a church is supposed to be ran. And you go. It depends on where you go, how stuff is ran. Personally, I mean, as far as IRS concerned, and the board members will agree with me on that first of all, love offerings are illegal. Y'all didn't know that, did you?
no.
Love offers are illegal because anything over $600 you're supposed to report, and you're supposed to be taxed really by or get a 1099. All right, a lot of illegal stuff going on. But anyway. So I ain't gonna get into that part. Y'all talk about that all night. What I'm trying to get us to see is we unconsciously give money to stuff that we never question. Like, you go in the store, like, it was Mother's Day, Sunday. So my wife from Florida, I know she likes seafood. So of course I go to Publix because Publix is home office in, matter of fact, in Jacksonville. So they had some jumbo Florida shrimp, right? And so I got her some jumbo Florida shrimp steamed and some kind of crabs, some with a D. Yes.
You steam them at Publix?
Huh? Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who said that to me?
They steam in Jesus' name.
They what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whatever you purchase, they will
can't
steam.
steam. Okay.
And they will put whatever seasoning you want.
They put seasoning on it?
Yes, sir. Yes. Man, you stay right up.
Get out on the new nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm gonna take. We can go after.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I'll
I
take
didn't
you.
know that.
So now,
Sorry to break into your story.
okay. Now here's my point. The sign said that the shrimp came from Florida. How I know?
But, yeah, true. Yeah.
I didn't question the man and ask, can I see the transit receipt? Can I see what I didn't. The man said, the sign said it came from Florida. These are jumbo shrimp from Florida. I believe the sign. Those jumbo shrimp were, I think, $12.99 a pound. Oh yeah, but Nick, when I tell you they was almost big as my hand, they were almost big as my hand.
$12.99 though.
So I got, wait a minute, they were $12.99 a pound, I got a half a pound.
So what's that? That's like 4 shrimp.
That was like 8. That was enough for her because everybody else was. And the dungeon, what you say? Dungeon crabs, which they say are sweeter and they have more meat, were $14.99. I got a half a pound enough. All right. But the sign said that they came from Florida, and I never questioned, did it come from Florida? I just paid what they asked. We buy catfish in the store, or whatever kind of fish you say, and they say farm raised. How you know? Oh, it's farm raised. Because the sign on it. So we unconsciously spend our money on things that we don't even question, but when it comes to the church, we scrutinize everything. And as what Kelvin just said was that, hey, you need to have an attitude like them shrimp. Just believe what the sign says, that God gonna supply. The sign said in 4:19, this is what the sign said. Go ahead and read it, D. Oh, yeah. We ought to know Philippians 4:19 by heart anyway. And my God shall supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory, which is in Christ Jesus. That's what the sign says. But we don't believe the sign. We don't believe the sign. We believe that it's farm-raised tilapia. We believe it's farm-raised catfish. We believe that the shrimp came from Florida, and we don't even ask questions. We believe that this is a certain brand of clothing because it has the tag in it, but you don't even realize it can be a knockoff. If you don't look at the clothing, you know, it's different about that person. Now, I can tell the knockoff person a mile away. It just don't even look the same. Don't even have the same coloring or nothing. Anyway, all right. So, but the sign says God will supply our needs, all our needs, according to his riches in glory, which is in Christ Jesus. But we don't believe that. So the whole thing is we live most of our life, and you know, we're aware that we can't put our trust in the economy. We know we can't do that. You can't put your trust in your employer. You can't even put your trust in your bank account. Because if it's anything like me, you get paid, it look real good. Then when stuff, Holy Ghost, when stuff start coming out. So, they all, our bank accounts, our employer, our economy, they all can look great one minute, and the next minute it can change. But the sign says he's going to supply our needs according to his riches and glory, which is in Christ Jesus. And so what we should put our money in, we don't put our money in because we trust the world, but we don't trust God. Any questions on that? You trust your beautician more than you trust God. I'm going to tell you, let me help you. If you didn't trust your beautician, why you keep going to the same one? Oh, okay then. If you don't, what you say, Ron? Because they got them hands. Well, why we don't trust God like we trust our beauticians or our barbers?
You see them.
We can see them. Huh? We would. Okay, but what about this? All right, priority. I know some people that have cosmetology license that can't do no hair. I mean, what's that? So just because they got something on the wall, don't necessarily mean they know what they do. Oh, I'm going. But God is always faithful. Isn't God always faithful? That's why we should always trust him, that he'll supply. But we trust everything else but God. Because when it comes down to God, like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't get bent out of shape like I used to. Because I'm the older I get, the closer I'm getting to God. So what bothered me 10 years ago don't bother me. If ain't no money in the account, it just ain't no money in the account. If I know I got a payday coming, don't worry about it. Now it might not be but $25 in there now, but I checked it today, because you know when you get paid on Friday, it's on there on Wednesday. You can look in that sheet. It ain't there yet. The substance is on its way. So I look today. It's coming on Friday. It ain't gonna drop till Friday. But on Wednesday I can shout because I know I got a Friday. Right. So watch this. So we trust. We got to understand that God is always faithful. He will always supply our need, and it doesn't matter if we have a financial crisis, or if they get rid of us off a job, or if we get laid off, or even if we lose money on our 401k. Because people say, "Well, I don't go to the casino." Well, if you got a 401k, you gambling every day. So you might as well go to the slot machine. Because that's what they're doing with your 401k. You do realize that, don't you? It's called the Dow Jones. It's just legalized gambling. That's all it is. They're gambling your money. That's why them folk, when Bernie Madoff, that's why them folk was about to kill him. Because that was them folk life savings. Some people took their life savings and invested in it, all right? So we got to understand that even if we lose our 401k, you may lose 37%. That's a lot. Holy Ghost. But God will still supply your need, just like He promised. But we don't believe God like we should believe God. All right. So we got to do better in the area. And as Kelvin said, you give your money, and you giving it to God, and if folks stepping on it, if they stealing it, if they misusing it, God gonna deal with them. Y'all seen First Sunday, the movie? Y'all seen that? Okay, what happened? The man, the deacon wasn't stealing, he said he was investing. But now, you done left a bag of money somewhere. Yep. You were coming back to get that. That's just the truth of the matter. All right, we all know Malachi 3:10. Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food, this version say, in my house. Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the windows of heaven and pour out so much blessings that you won't have room enough to receive. All right, so that's Malachi 3:10. So you bring the tithes in the storehouse, and this is Old Testament. And let me break this down because this scripture has been misquoted and misinterpreted and mistaught for many years. What you got to understand is, in these days, and in the biblical days, and especially in the Old Testament, the Levites didn't work. All right? So they brought the tithes into the storehouse. And once they brought the tithe, and it wasn't always money, the tithe may have been food, the Levites' job was to distribute to those who needed. They did not live, watch this, off the tithe. When the tithe came into the storehouse, they sent it back out to the folk that it was to people that need. That's why he says, bring y'all the tithes in the storehouse so there will be meat in my house. And test me, says the Lord Almighty, that if I would not open up the windows of heaven. So a lot of our giving is not about how much you give, but it's about how obedient you are to your giving. Like, can you still give when you know you got to make it the rest of the week, and you only got that $100 in your account, and they got to last you 2 weeks? What he's saying is, do you trust me enough that if you give me $10 off of that $100, do you trust me that I'm going to take care of you off the 90 for the 2 weeks? Now, that's a hard pill to swallow because we like to see it before we do it. Like, y'all that go to the beauty shop, you see something on somebody else's head that somebody done tried, then you want it. You don't want it until you see it on somebody. Oh yeah, that's something that just because you don't know if it's gonna fit you. So you saying, well, you know, I saw that. Then you come in, you know, with your little pictures to your beautician, or you snapshot the whatever, you send a picture to them because you want what's on somebody else, but it has proven that it looks good on them. But you don't have the proof yet because every hairstyle ain't for you. Oh, okay. See, we trust like you trust your beautician, like in beauty shop. Do I look like Beyonce? Why you lie to her? Like, why you lie to that lady? Do I look like Beyonce? Yeah, no, you don't. Lady, no, you can't do it. So we trust things that really don't matter. All right? Any questions? Any comments on that? Huh? What you say? You mean? Oh my God, you crazy. Yeah, it will be, yeah. So what you got to understand is when you start tithing, it's a step of faith. It's a step of faith because, you know, some people argue that tithing is not required in the New Testament. And I'm finna say something here and this is going to mess y'all up. I agree. Now ask me why.
You said not required.
It is not. It is not required in the New Testament. Tithing is not required in the New Testament. That's an Old Testament principle, and I agree with it. I agree that it doesn't say that.
I know it don't say it, but it's not required. Don't the old and the new go together?
We ain't under the law.
Yeah, but but did he say he wasn't going to take away nothing, right?
I'm gonna come get you, D.
Come on,
Just hold on.
Come on. That was even way. Come on.
I ain't gonna do. When I said I agree, some of y'all perked up then. Y'all perked up. Oh, really? The tithing is not required in the New Testament if you really look at it, but you got to understand, since our salvation is no longer based on our works, but on our faith in Jesus. But to be honest, as New Testament believers, 10% should just be the mile marker. This should just be the mile marker because you can't pay your way into heaven. But you ain't saved by work. You saved by faith. So if God owns it all, and no matter where we are, and as far as what we're given, we should always be striving to give more. Now, from my own personal tithing experience, I want to share this with you because I found out this, that stepping out on faith in this area is testing God to prove to me that he'll do just what he said he'd do. When I first started tithing, I was paying $30 a week. Well, $35 a week. I would make $350 a week when I first started making tithing. Well, no, that's not true. When I first started tithing, when I was 12, I was making $25 a month. So I was giving $2.50 a month at 12 years old. And I thought that was terrible. So at 12 years old, because I was only making $25 a month, I thought I was doing something when I put $5 in. Because, I wasn't making but $25 a month. So to put $5 in there, it was testing my faith. Now, I didn't know that then. So I'm telling you, now, like, it was okay when I was making that, then I got up to like $100. Then, I got to be a teenager, learn a few more chords. I started making about $125 a week. I was like, okay, $12.50 ain't bad. Things started progressing. Started making like $200. I said, well, $20 ain't bad. $250, I got up $250. $25 ain't bad. Got up $300. $30 ain't bad. Got up $350. $35 ain't bad. I got the 4. I started to say, wait a minute. I said, now $40. I told myself when I was about 17, I said, now $40, that's a lot of money to put in church at one time. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break this 40 up. And even though I was making $40 a week at that time, I started breaking it up like I was making $40 a month. Instead of putting $40 a week, I started giving $10 a week. Because in my own 16, 17-year-old mind, $40 to a teenager every week, I added that up for a month. I said, that's too much money. I ain't gonna be it. So I'm telling you, tithing is a process. Like, it's all right when you give, $20, but anything above, 30, 40, 50, you go to thinking like, I really need to put this on the light bill. The water bill. My water bill $54. I'm going to give God 75. Wait, hold it. So you have to talk yourself out of that, but you got to understand that you got to trust God even with that. Now I understand that the reason that I kept going up and up and up, it was because I was obedient to God, and I was giving Him what He's so right to do. Like, we all right up into the $100 mark. Like, folk will give it. But anything past $100 mark, you be like, wait a minute, let me break this up, cause let me break this down, cause that's almost my rent for the month. I wish it was. I'm just playing. So it's a step of faith. It's a step of faith to start tithing. But here's what I tell young people all the time. Especially young people that are struggling with tithing. But we'll buy some $300 joy. But you look at your tithing record and you hadn't given $300 over the year. And we have lied God. So the scripture said, will a man rob God? Yes! When do we rob God? Every Sunday. Every Sunday. We put God at gunpoint, put it to his head, put the 38 to his head, and boom! Blow his brains out. Because we robbing God. Because we saying, we ain't made but $30 this week. And you got $700 in your pocket. But you got to say that because you're going to John Legend. That was last night. It's over. I started to be petty last night, but I said I ain't gonna go there. I started to put on my Facebook. Now, y'all done gave John Legend y'all money and ain't paid the Lord nothing. Call John when you need prayer. I'm the bishop of petty. Y'all know that. So when you really look at that, you think about like So if you gave $300 for the entire year, you done came, it's 52 weeks of the year, and you done came to church 35 up. Basically what you tell God is you only made $3,000. That's what you're saying. So if you only paid that, you need to be in the benevolent line. Because anybody in this room can live off 3,000? Anybody? If you can, show me your budget. What you living at? I need to come stay with you. Can you live off $3,000 a year? No. Okay. But here's the thing. People say I can't afford the tithe. I tell people this all the time about tithe. Add up what you spend on clothes. Add up what you spend on gas. I'll say what we spend on food. Like, how many times you go out to eat every day? Or how many times a week you go out to eat? Huh? What you say, Erica? I thought I heard you over there. I'm sorry. Was that Joy? Oh. How many times? Because see, watch our society has duped us. Nicholas, you still over there? Yeah. All right. Watch our society has duped us. Every fast food restaurant has a kid special. Every one of them. Like every day. Like, what's the day? Is the day Wednesday? I think from 6 to 8, you can go to Zaxby's. 5 See what I'm saying? 5 to 8, you can go to Zaxby's and you can get what? What you get?
5 entree, the kids have
Buy an entree and the kids eat half off day. So that's how much that is for 3 folks. Huh? Oh no, you know, we grew up in the hood. Everybody child when you go to the when you get there. we don't play that. You ain't finna eat. No, you ain't finna order off the door. You a child. The mama tell you that quick. All right, so that's 15, 20 bucks. You do that. Okay, if you doing that this certain day every week, add that up for the month. And you saying you can't afford the tithe? Like you got it, but we putting it everywhere else, but where it needs to go. Agree? Now, here's the thing. Now I tithe. All right? And sometimes I look at what I give. Some months I be like, I don't even know how I made it. Like when I look, because I do Givelify, so you can actually go on Givelify and you can look at your history, what you give per month or per Sunday, and it has it all broken down. Sometimes I be shaking my head saying, I need that in my savings account. What I'm giving to God, but I never miss a beat. I never miss it. Because what I do is I put my faith in action, because where your heart is, that's where your treasure gonna be. And so where you spend your money, that's what you love. That's what the Bible says. Where your heart is, that's where your treasure is. So some of us love glue and hair. Why you put your head down like that? I'm just saying. And some of us love eating out. Some of us love nails. Alright? But the whole thing is, and I was talking to somebody the other day, like I don't shave myself, so I go to the barbershop maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And I always pay. So my homeboy was like, man, you go to the barbershop like that? I said, man, I work with the public. I can't shave. My skin sensitive. He was like, man, you can save that money. And then I said, yeah, I could save that money. I said, but I don't, and I put that in my budget. Then he told me, well, you can add that on to your offer. Now, when you already doing what you're supposed to do, and some, don't ever underestimate God. God wants you to pay yourself too. Like, you don't need to work all your life and not reward yourself for something. Like, you need to pay, because you're going to pay them bills. You're going to pay them bills. but you also need to pay yourself. And so, and he made me think about it. I said, you know, and I said quite often that at the end of the year, that I'm looking at what we given in tithe and what we given in offering, and I always tell myself my goal for the next year is to whatever I get the Lord, I want to have that in savings. Now, you know, that don't even work out because, you know, time we need some, we finna transfer some money. I mean, if it's where we can reach it, we gon' transfer. You ain't gonna tell me I'm finna be down to $25 guy, $2,500 sitting over here? No, sir, I'm finna transfer it out. That's it. What you say, King? Yeah, we gonna spend it. So that's why my savings, I put it in somewhere where I can't get it. Like I can't just put it out of 401k. Like you gotta really be desperate to pull stuff out of 401k or make something up, or send them a fraudulent funeral home program, something like that. You know, all kind of stuff you can do. I ain't lying. Folks do it, I'm telling you. I done seen that. I mean, they do all kind of stuff. They know a realtor. By the way, Cookie's a realtor. They'll get a realtor, write up something. They about to buy a house. They ain't finna buy no house. They just want them $10,000 out their 401k. They ain't finna buy. They do it all the time. So you have to put to save. For me, I know me. I have to put my money where I cannot transfer out. Cause like I say, if I get low, I got some money laying over here. Oh, I'm gonna transfer. All right, any questions? We just talking, we just having a conversation. Breathe in, breathe out. So that's Malachi 3:10. So when you go to 1 Timothy 6:10. First Timothy 6:10. 6th chapter, verse 10. You got it? Y'all know this. Go ahead, read it. Y'all ready?
For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
So does that scripture say, for money is the root of all evil? I want to tell you a secret. Money is not evil. If you think it's evil, give me some and I'll show you how good it is. Let me try my chance. But this verse has been misquoted too, because money is not evil. The love of it is. Now, having $1 million in your bank account doesn't mean that you love money. Having $5 in your account don't prove that you don't eat. So I hear people say, you know, rich folk, they just love money. No, you can't hate on them because they got $1 million in their account. That don't mean that they love money. It just means that they got money. And folks say, oh, $1 million is a whole lot of money. Put $1 million in my hand, I can show you that it ain't a whole lot of money. I got about $500,000 worth of bills. Exactly. Get sick with no insurance, all that kind of stuff. You can blow $1 million is not a whole lot of money. It's a whole lot of money to us because we don't have it. And what most people do that have that type of money, that are millionaires and billionaires and all that kind of stuff, they live off the interest. They don't even touch the principal. All right? So, the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. The text says, Timothy says, and some people have wandered from the faith because of money. From the faith. Let's deal with that. Because people have wavered from the faith. Deal with that. Let me see. Y'all watch Greenleaf, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what's going on Greenleaf. I just started watching it the last few weeks. I mean, I kind of go in and out on sleep. They be doing too much. I'm real sensitive about shows about preachers. I'm very sensitive. Because, you know, A, some of it too real. And B, I think sometimes for weak people, it puts things in their mind. So I try to, but I've been watching it lately because I want to see what's finna happen, how he, he finna get him this money. I'm trying to see what Bishop Green need to get all this money from. Like, how can you give your child, where you get that type of money from? It ain't no work. That's puzzling me. Like, I don't understand, like, if God is blessing me, and I'm the only one getting blessed, like, something wrong with that type of blessing, because if I'm a man of God and I'm God's man and I'm getting blessed, somebody ought to get on you. Like, so if I'm blessed and I'm standing wherever I'm staying, then, I ought to be able to say, well, the Lord told me to bless this brother with my old house. See, stuff like that. That's how God works. Like, if one person, if the pastor and his family, the only folk, get blessed in the church, something wrong with that, or it might be Crisco. I'm serious. So some have wandered from the faith because of the love of money. That dude, what the dude name on Greenleaf? Well, whatever the man name is, that went to the card game and lost all the church money. How you go to a card game and lose the church money? But why you ain't gambling your own money? Like, why you got to use the church money? Because he didn't have no money, right? So everything he got is tied up into the church.
But ain't that the way he been getting the church money? The deal at church, that's the way they get it.
Oh, that's the way he got it?
That's how he got it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like I said,
From there.
Yeah,
that's how he got the church. It's a reality show, but it's all real. Some of it just be too deep. All right, so basically, here, and I'm glad you said that. So he got the money by gambling. Yeah. Now, do you think God don't honor that?
No.
Like, huh?
That's why he lost.
Yeah, that's true. He did lose it. I thought Greenleaf was gonna give him the money.
But he lost.
Did Greenleaf give him the money? I'm talking about the son.
No, not yet. Because he's supposed to give him the church.
Oh no, the son said he won't give what his daddy gave him for his.
For the wedding.
See, that let you know I don't watch. He did what?
It was a shame for the other church, right? Yeah. But it's not gonna make a statement to the other.
You know what? Like I say, I glance that I don't know. But the love of money is the root of all evil. Huh? Because you be sleep, you don't even know what. All right, Acts chapter 20. Somebody get Acts chapter 20, verse 35. Somebody get Proverbs 22, verse 7. And then I'll be done. We'll finish up. Carol, Nick want to know where he gets some steamed crabs from.
Who want to know?
Nick want to know about your steamed crabs.
You don't want to spend the money.
You don't want to spend the money, What he said? He don't want it. No. They cost too much. But they came from Florida, Nick. It's cheaper at Winn-Dixie. But it might not be fresh. Might not be fresh. You know, I've been going to Winn-Dixie. I was going to Winn-Dixie when it was quick check. Y'all don't know nothing about quick check. See, y'all were born with Walgreens. We had Big B. Matter of fact, Walgreens was like east. We just got Walgreens. All right, Acts 20, verse 35. Y'all got me going everywhere. We talking about money. Acts 20, verse 35. Acts 20, verse 35. Anybody? Huh? Uh-huh. So giving sets us free while hoarding entraps us. Giving changes the lives of others. Giving brings blessings back to us. Giving allows us to store up treasure in heaven rather than here on earth. And we need to be in it, and we need to be on it. Like giving, because I mean, some people got this mixed up because some people blessed because they are givers, and some people are not blessed because they don't give nobody nothing. Like, how can I say this? Like, do you know some people, let me ask you this, do you know some people like that? Like, they'll give us, like, they'll give you, they cannot have it, and they'll still give it to you. You know some folk like that? Huh? Who you know? Y'all say, Who you know? Who you know? Who you know like that?
It is some people like that.
Yeah, it is some people like that. But then there are some people that their heart is so giving that they don't know when to stop. Like my mama like that. Like I have to stop her. Like you want to give to everybody. Daughter, no. You can't help the world. You can't everybody. You want a fixed income. You can't lend folk money. Because when you run out, you come to me. She think I'm God. She think Jeff will supply all my needs according to his riches. All right. So giving sets us free, and when you really give, and when you really give from your heart, it does make you feel good. All right. Who got Proverbs 22 verse 7? You got 20. Proverbs 22 verse 7. Then we're gonna be done. Then I'll say something. Then I'm finish up. And we get ready to have a financial workshop. This is why I want to talk about money. We're gonna have a financial workshop, and is it July? Is it July? Is it June?
No, it's July.
It's July. Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. All right. So you got Proverbs 22 verse 7. Huh? All right.
July 22nd.
Okay. The rich, Proverbs 22 verse 7 says, the rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is the servant to the lender. So the freedom of being debt free has always been so, enticing to me that I've been willing to kind of give up a whole lot in exchange for it. All right. For the last 3 or so years, I've been quietly chopping away at debt, passing up opportunities to spend things that I can do for myself. I've been. Now you got to understand, it ain't been easy, but getting out of debt isn't easy, and it often requires a fight. But the freedom that comes with it is worth it. Now I'm done, Dave. You cut it off. I'm finna say something personal.